Whether he sees this or not, I don't think he'll see it, but I envy him because I really want to have what he has. Where did it go? You can't walk without it. So I don't have my gimbal with me. Excuse the shaky and the kind of unstable image. I don't know, I haven't scripted, I haven't planned for this. I just have the camera, beautiful weather. I just want to share with you a thought that I had today. Content creators from across the world. You see beautiful stories, you see collaborations, you see content that people are inspired by. They're not worried about the numbers, they're not worried about who's who. It's not a game of showing off or a game of who's better. As long as you're creating something and you've been doing it consistently for God knows how long, you're part of a community, a beautiful community of creators. Oh, they're fighting. It's amazing. Whoa. That's just beautiful. The crows have won. If you look around the world, if you look at the social media content creators, the real authentic ones, and I'm not talking about the numbers here, I'm not talking about the 10 million or 20 million followers or beyond, I'm not talking about mass media celebrities, I'm talking about original content creators. You always find that they're surrounded by a community of people that influence them, that just inspire them every day to create content consistent. They don't feel that they're beneath them or above them. It's just beautiful. I have a couple of friends, a handful, who are content creators. I get pumped up every time they post. It's, every time I sit with them, I learn tons. Every time they release something, I learn tons. It's just when they release and if they release. It is what it is, I guess. I'm not talking about social media influencers. I'm really talking about passionate people who are passionate about their work. Most of the people that are in the social media are either in it for the money, for the numbers. They're either in it for marketing and advertising. They literally consider themselves as another marketing or advertising outlet. They grow their channels so people can advertise on their channels. Now, don't get me wrong there, I have nothing against them. It's their goals, it's their aspiration, but that's not me. What I want to do is create content that is impactful, that has meaning in a creative way, in an original way, that has my originality, that has my personality, that has my character. Now, I have lots of friends, and these friends I'm grateful to have them. I have family members. I have my wife, first and foremost, that criticize everything I do in a constructive way and just, pushes me to be better and to aim higher and just to grow. I was in a meeting the other day with a couple of event organizers, and they expressed this reality, is that every time they talk to someone with just a decent amount of followers, the first thing these individuals ask is, how much are you going to pay me for this, whatever, half an hour or 1 hour, or for a post? Now, I'm not devaluing, and I'm not saying that asking for money or making this as a full-time job is a bad thing. I'm not. But it's not about money. It's not about the commercials. This will come. For example, once my content and once my character and my originality is coming across, and I'm still developing and I'm still shaping it, but once it comes across to the viewers, to you, things will happen. I don't know how, I don't know when, I'm not bothered about it now. It will happen, I'm looking forward to it. And even when it comes, I'm not gonna ask people for money every time I need to be on a podcast, or every time I want to speak in a conference, or every time I'm gonna be hosted on a radio show. That's exactly what the organizers have told me. They said, you know what, we called at least 10 individuals, and these individuals have decent amount of followers and they're celebrities in their own domains. But every time I speak to them and say, you know what, just come, I need to host you in my event for half an hour for an interview, the first thing they ask is, how much are you going to pay me? Everyone has his own circumstances and everyone has his own contexts. But in my opinion, if I do that, then that's sad. So as I'm waiting for my girls to come out from their school, it's raining. It started to rain. How beautiful is that? Go get advantage of it. Get out. You see, one of the things about influencers, they want everything for free. I was with a couple of people who work at a social media influencers marketing and management company. They're exposed to all sorts of influencers, micro, macro, you name it. And the one thing that they told me is that influencers are so spoiled. I don't know if this is an overkill. I don't know if they've been ranting or venting, much like I'm doing now. You know, the saying, with great power comes greater responsibility. There's no greater power than being able to influence masses, you know, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands or millions of people. And then to use this influence to your own advantage, to me, this is unethical. I can't, you know, look at the intentions of people. I can't judge whoever is doing this. Maybe they have their own circumstances or their own reasons. I'm not judging the people. I'm judging the acts. I'm judging the behaviors. And I want you to remember me now, and I'm putting this on record. Call me out. The moment you see me asking for free stuff, in 10 years' time, when I have thousands of followers, whenever it is, wherever it is, call me out. Record this video. Keep it with you. Call me out. I will never, ever have this as my goal. And I'm just expressing this because I felt I have to. I've been again in this domain for about 8 months now. And the only thing I get is either my friends, you know, my close friends, or my distant friends, they call me and it's like, oh, hey, you're being an influencer now. No, I'm not. I'm not an influencer. Peter McKinnon, he's one of the best content creators and, you know, source of inspiration in this domain. If you go to his channels, you'll see how much he's just pushing people in front of him. You'll see his, you know, platforms are filled with creations, with content and pieces of work that it's obvious that he's put a lot of effort and work into making. It just leaves me speechless. It genuinely leaves me speechless. I'm sure in a million years, this video will not reach to him. But it doesn't matter. He deserves all the respect in the world from people like me, from people who aspire to show their own originality and their own character to the world. He's pushing people forward, and he's been pushed by people forward. He created a beautiful community, inspiring, and just, I envy him because I really want to have what he has. Not the followership, not the you know, he has his character, I have my character. He has his style, I have my style. I get inspired by him, that's true, and I don't shy away from this. As much as I get inspired by every original content creator, but I wish I have what he has. I wish I have a community that can just, you know, push me to be a better version of myself every single day. If you're still sticking around until now, I'm impressed. I'm genuinely impressed. If this video comes across my feed and I watched it, I probably switched off the first 2 minutes. But for you who are still here after all this time and after all this rant and venting, thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care and have a good one.